Hello, I am Doris Esenarro, and today I'm going to talk the investigation created by me and my college that is called Pollution of Coastal Waters by Effluent from the Fish Meal Industry in the Bay of Malabrigo-Trujillo, Peru. This investigation is divided in four parts: the introduction, the methodology, results, and conclusion. Introduction. In Peru, the coastal zone in the last decade had generated opportunities and services to the population of this part of the territory, with the consequence environmental deterioration. The sources of marine pollution from land-based sources are mainly domestic wastewater, industrial effluents, agricultural, urban, and mining runoff. The fishmeal and oil industry is one of the activities that contribute to the pollution of the coastal marine area, including the sea, beaches, and air. The discharge of liquids from the factories has a high organic matter content, which is a result of the use of water pumping the fish to the processing plants and of the production process itself. These emissions, when they reach the sea, consume the oxygen in the water. Science then need to decompose the organic matter content, causing the death of fish and other organisms living in the environment and on the seafloor. Besides, deficiencies in the capture and conservation of fish on board the fleet produce additional environmental impacts. As you can see the figure 2, facilities of the improvement of the fishing industry has been dedicated to the treatment of pumping water. These have as objectives the recovery of fat, oil, and proteins. Methodology. We can see three steps. In the step 1, the beach area for data collections is shown in figure 3, that you can see is the Malabrigo Bay study area. It is the part of Malabrigo Bay located in front of the town. It is used as a rest and recreation area by population and visitors to Puerto Malabrigo, whose main attractions invading essentially in the summer season. The step 2 is included the evaluation and assessment of environmental impacts generated by the industrial fishing activity, and it allows us to prioritize the most relevant impact and determine the measures to recover the marine environment of Puerto Malabrigo. In the step 3, we can see the figure 5, that is dissolved oxygen measurement in the field. Such a disc was used as a standard instrument to measure the relative visibility or depth of light in the water. The measurement was taken by submerging the disc in the water until it was no longer visible by measuring the horizontal distance nothing in the depth. Results. Well, we can see the table 3, that is a comparison of environmental quality indicators in the RAP Bay, and figure 9, that is the matrix of environmental impact by Malabrigo. The table 3 and figure 9 shows higher BOD5 level, indicating higher contamination level and consequently lower oxygen levels in the bay water body. Surface oxygen is less than amount of bottom oxygen, probably due to increased movement of the water and at the bottom. Cooler water can hold more oxygen, but compared to June 2003, where our study shows increases in temperature value in the order of 4 degrees Celsius, which would have Its explanation because in the last years in the area of the present study, no cold water currents have been reported, and it would be related to the phenomenon of global warming of the planet. Also, in the results, we can see the table 4, who is correlation of BODS 5 with pollution of Graph Bay. The table 4 shows us a contribution of the research, the person correlation between the studies area, whose relationship is inverse and was estimated at 0.733. The result is interpreted because the BOD5 value found to indicate that Malabrigo Bay is contaminated, with higher values in the critical and beach zones, and lower value in fishing zones. Conclusion. The p-value gives us a general idea about certain areas of fish meal factories. When p is lower than 0.05 refers to effluents, lower in refers to the liquid effluents, and lower refers to the soil effluents. These generate pollution in the coastal waters and cause environmental impacts in Malabrigo-Trujillo, Peru. It is considered that the effluent discharge point of the fishmeal industry in Malabrigo Bay should be located at least 1,000 meters offshore from the current location, since this would achieve the greater dissolution of the contaminant load and would not be concentrated in the industry area. Likewise, in-person correlation has been determined between the study areas whose relationship is inverse and was estimated at 73%. This is because the BOD5 values found to indicate the Malabrigo Bay is contaminated, especially in the critical and beach zones, and a lower value in the fishing zone. Thank you.